This episode is sponsored by Wix. Go to wix.com/go/simple history to create a website today. Hidden Easter eggs of history. All around us are impressive surviving reminders of our history, like the Parthenon Temple in Greece, dedicated to the goddess Athena, or the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. All of these places are well understood, and their histories are well known to the public. But some history is so hidden that it isn't so obvious at first glance. Once you investigate them, they are quite remarkable. In Tokyo, Japan, there is a military history connection to the famous Tokyo Tower that is not so obvious. The 1,092 feet or 332.9 meter high communication tower was built in 1958. At a glance, it resembles the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and at the time symbolized to the West that post-war Japan was booming. What isn't so known is that the tower was built when there was a shortage of metal resources to build the ambitious project, so 1/3 of the tower's steel frame is made from melted down American tanks that had served in the Korean War. Even a casual walk through Paris can reveal much, for just beneath your feet at the intersection of Rue de la Roquette and Rue de la Croix-Fourby are 5 innocent-looking rectangle indentations in the road. They are actually foundation blocks, and are all that remains of the guillotine that once stood there outside of the prison de la Roquette, where 69 public executions took place during the mid to late 19th century. If you were to take a boat ride along the English coastline that surrounds either the Thames or the Mersey estuaries, you would be confronted by what would seem to be gigantic metallic creatures looming up from the water that look like something out of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. In fact, they are decommissioned Mornsill Sea forts, relics from World War II that were built to protect the shipping lanes from aerial attacks and have long since been abandoned by the British military. Sometimes the biggest of events can leave the smallest of reminders that it was ever there. Take the Battle of Gettysburg, that ran from July 1st to the 3rd, 1863. It was one of the pivotal battles of the American Civil War, and by far one of the bloodiest. Today, at a B&B called Farnsworth House near Cemetery Hill in Gettysburg, there is an old stone wall with over 100 bullet holes in it. These date back to the Battle of Gettysburg, when Union troops attacked the house which was being used by Confederate sharpshooters at the time. During the 3-day battle, over 7,500 soldiers' lives were taken. Other times, history is incredibly well hidden and almost impossible to see unless you have the right perspective. The Nazca Lines are around 2,000 years old, an old giant etching that covers 190 square miles in the Nazca Desert. In southern Peru, they can only be seen from a high-up place, such as the neighboring foothills or from the air. They represent various animals and human beings, and the largest one is over 1,000 feet long. Their true purpose is unknown, but most scholars agree that they have some kind of religious significance. So the next time you're out and about, look carefully for the oddities in your city or town that may have a story to tell. These histories are well hidden, but what shouldn't be hidden is your project or business. Wix is the website builder that gives you the creative freedom to get your project or business out there. Go to wix.com/go/simple history to create a professional site regardless of your skill level. Wix has all the features you need, such as Wix Videos, Wix Pro Gallery, Wix Bookings and templates for all kinds of sites such as e-commerce, music, hotels, events, restaurants and more. Build your own site and support the channel by going to wix.com/go/simple history or simply click the link in the description below.